So welcome to our first video, guys. This is a Paulo Dybala review. We've got me, who's Jack, and we've got
Jonesy
and Sam.
So today we're looking at Paulo Dybala. He's come out recently. He's coming in at about 750k, and this is Robbie's team that he's using. As you can see, we've got Di Maria, Neymar, Moses Simon, Blanc, Bakayoko, Roberto Carlos, Militao, and Stegen, Maldini, and Bustos. So here Robbie's showing us the formation that he played in game. And basically, we're just going to be having a chat about Dybala. We've seen a lot of YouTube reviews, and we think that we can do a better job because we think they just prattle on for too long, basically.
So here's the team in game. So we played Dybala at central cam with Di Maria up front and Neymar on the left. And there you can see the stats that I got with Dybala. He got 37 goals in 33 games with 11 assists, and they were all in FUT Champions apart from 3 that I played.
It's not a bad record, is it? Not a bad record.
No, yeah.
Not bad
for a
at
central
all.
cam, you can't go wrong for that many goals.
So basically, so the thing with Dybala is that he's got a lot of things going for him. He's very light in game. You can play him both cam, striker. You could maybe play him on the wing.
If you've got enough money to play him out wide, then he wouldn't do a bad job there.
I wouldn't recommend it, but I think if he's going to be your kind of like marquee signing, stick him at cam, stick him at striker, he'll do a great job. And here you can see his traits. He's got finesse shot and outside foot shot trait, and that's all you need to know. If a player's got 2 of them, they're going to be a banger. And we're into the clips. You can see here that the position he takes up is brilliant because he's getting the space for that finesse shot, which I think is probably his better shot. If you don't, if you agree, Robbie.
I'd say so, yeah. I think I scored most of his goals with his finesse shot, although his outside foot shot, like you say, when you combine them, you can't really go too far wrong when you're shooting in front of goal.
So as you can see there again, finesse shot, it's good. It's rare that you get an across the keeper shot as well. So just for a bit of transparency as well, me and Robbie both played with Dybala, and Sam's not played with him. Usually we finish kind of like Gold 1 area elite for champs, so you know that you're not just watching us play against complete bums. As you can see, he's light on the ball.
There's a nice outside foot shot, near post.
So if you're looking to really improve on FIFA, 2 of the biggest things I can recommend is finding a player that's either got outside foot shot or 5-star weak foot. Because when you've got outside foot shot, it kind of negates the problem of having like a 4-star weak foot or something, because they do just take that shot. And then you'll probably see it here. Oh no, that's my right foot. Yeah.
That's obvious in these clips that the outside foot shot and finesse shot traits, that you can really see him using them.
Yeah, it's not just like an invisible one.
Finishing, yeah.
One of the better things about the Dybala is that this is the first ever card on FIFA he's had with 4-star weak foot, and I think you really can notice it when you play with him in game. Yeah,
I agree. So normally I am so critical on players that don't have 5-star weak foot, because I truly think it's probably the most important stat you can have this year with Meta.
Weak foot again.
And there again, he truly does have a 4-star weak foot. It's not like a Messi kind of like 4-star, or one that just the players that have got a boosted weak foot, like some of the FUT birthday ones, I think haven't really got a boosted one in a way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, fraudy.
Yeah, so I'd say Dybala, if you're worried about his weak foot and him favouring his left, I wouldn't worry about it at all. There you can see weak foot. Oh, sorry, his strong foot is also a banger. It just doesn't matter where he shoots. So my central cam has been Neymar, the player of the month for a long time, and I found that I got used to Dybala very quickly. He's got kind of like similar body type, but he's got more sticky to him than Neymar does. He's got a bit more strength, and one of the big things about Dybala is his acceleration, man.
He's got the combination of 99 agility and 99 balance as well, which really does help him. Like, he was pushing like players like Van Dijk and Boateng off the ball.
I think too many people look at the strength stat and think about that, but against players like Van Dijk and that, you need the balance, because they don't have the balance. That's why they'll stumble or something. Whereas with Dybala, it'll just bounce off them. That is just why the players that are so good on this game have got the high agility and high balance. Apart from,
I wanted to ask you two guys. There's obviously 2 people that have used him. The strength and aggression are quite low in regards to some of the other team years. How do you think that affected the card, and does he actually play for the badge in some ways with that low aggression?
I think with an attacker that's like Dybala, you don't really suffer from having low aggression. I think, if you've got a really tenacious striker, so say you've got like a Lautaro Martinez or something, I think with a high aggression with him, he'd benefit from it, because when he does lose the ball, he'll go into the tackle really quickly. Whereas with Dybala, he doesn't really lose it that often, and if he does lose it, it's gonna be a good challenge, and they're gonna take the ball away from him.
Yeah, I didn't really notice his low aggression at all, to be honest. Like with his 99 balance and 99 agility, like you can't tell at all because he just will win the ball back and never falls over pretty much.
Like I said, there it's the strength I wouldn't worry about. It's balance more that you've got to think about. You think of players that got the high agility and balance. You think of like Rafa, Kent, that ilk of player. They're all similar in the fact that they just bounce off when you challenge them. I think we're here. You can see Dybala's acceleration, his LB dribbling is insane.
Yeah, once you do that LB dribble and accelerate away, he'll get away from most players. Like that was a team of season 9 goal and they just got past.
And then a great finish on the floor as well. So I think me and Robbie are in agreement that he's got one of the best finishers we've used for a while. I mean, obviously there's a lot of team of seasons that we haven't used, but he was absolutely fantastic. I can't recommend him enough.
Definitely.
Here you can see best cam styles of Hawk. With stats like that, you don't really need to worry about them too much. Like Hawk just boosted a few of them. Best position, we've kind of touched on that. Camo striker is the best. His links, so they're the meta links that we've chosen out as a potential ones to get him into your team quite easily. We use Di Maria a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say the Di Maria one looked to be a really good link up with the play. That the styles of play matching nicely.
Yeah, definitely. I think
I used him on 5-star. It gives it gives you the option to run on with Dybala on either side of him, and then Di Maria can pick him out whichever side he goes.
Yeah, definitely. We interchanged as well who played striker and cam. Di Maria and Dybala both worked very well in either position.
So I think if you're looking for a cam, looking for a striker, he fits into your team, or you're looking to just change up your team, go for a few of the Serie A players, I'd highly recommend Dybala. We've given him an 8 overall, just for the fact that your 10s are reserved for your team of the year. Ronaldo's, your Mbappe is R9's type of that
top
player.
Tiers players.
So he's the tier below it, but I think he's be a great signing for any Ultimate team.
So playing sort of devil's advocate for a minute and thinking about what players might be worried at looking at the card. He's got medium work rates. Like, did you find how that affected him? Because I've used other players with that work rate, and players have taken too long to make runs and they stand still too much.
It's weird because I think everyone's used these type of players where the medium attacking doesn't seem to do too well for him. So I think Messi's a big one that I didn't get on with. To be honest, I think you can get around it a lot by playing them centrally and then using a combination of LB passes quite a lot, because then it triggers their run automatically.
Yeah, I'd agree. Using LB trigger a lot. Like even when you're not on the ball, using LB, RB trigger just to get him where you want to go.
But yeah, I wouldn't look at the work rates and worry. I think the main time you got to worry about medium or medium low or anything like that is when you're playing somebody on the wing and you want them to do a specific job, because they don't really jet up there at all. But centrally, it's nice in a way that he doesn't jet up too quickly, because it gives you that transition from your CDMs into your kind of like attacking quartet if you're playing that 4-2-3-1. Obviously, you can play him in other formations, but 4-2-3-1 I think is where he does really shine.
Maybe it's already been answered by the videos, but the body type, and I think with Dybala's other cards that I've used this year is less rated ones, that body type made him really weird when he turned. Like, he wasn't the greatest turner, especially with that RB drag back, which is really like evident this year in this game. How did he feel on those moments?
I think I'm not sure about. He hasn't got a unique body type, but his dribbling animations do feel a lot different from other players. I couldn't exactly tell you why, but it's the once again it goes back to the combination of the agility and balance. He just bounces off people, and I wouldn't worry about his body type at all.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel heavy or stockier at all. He's honestly brilliant, and I couldn't recommend him enough.
Especially if you use the LB dribbling a lot, then it feels like he's just so fast moving around. Like, not a problem.
He doesn't feel heavy at all. Even in bad gameplay, he felt pretty good, to be honest with you.
He just is a fun player to use as well. If you're a fan of Dybala in real life, then definitely recommend getting it.
You'll have a great time. I think that's pretty much it, guys. So let us know what we thought for the first video. We know there's kind of a few tweaks that we need to make to it, kind of like get the audio situation doing better. We just wanted to get this out for you while Reds are in packs, and you can see if you want to pick him, if you get a choice between him and a couple of good players.